want to see if I can help you out today, give you some advice about what to do if you get a phone call from somebody telling you that they've been arrested and that they are in the Orleans Parish lockup. Just some practical tips about how you can use either the telephone or more easily the internet to help you sort out what they've been arrested for, what their status is, and just to get some basic information about it, either to communicate to an attorney if you need to, or if you've already spoken to an attorney, just to sort of check up on the status of things to see what's going on with your friend or family member who's in jail. The first thing I'm going to do is direct you to the Orleans Parish Criminal Sheriff's website, and that is at www.opcso.org. Now you'll see when you get to the Orleans Parish Criminal Sheriff's homepage that you've got a variety of menu options up top. One which would seem to be information about inmates labeled inmate information, but that's actually not what you want. What you want is this one that's two over here called Inmate Query. If you click on Inmate Query, it's going to bring you to this screen, which is going to be a screen that you can fill this information in and find out, number one, if your friend or loved one is in jail, and number two, what they're in there for and what the status of the case is. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fill the information out that's requested here: last name, first name, middle initial if you know it. You don't have to put that. Race, sex, and then you're going to type this little 5-digit verification code at the bottom to where you end up with something similar to what's on the screen now. This is obviously just using a fictitious John Doe name. You're going to type all that in. You're going to hit search, and it's going to take you to an intermediate screen that has a name and a clickable link, which would be the inmate's folder number. It's going to be a 7-digit number all the way to the left on the screen. I don't have a screenshot of that for privacy reasons, because it's impossible to pull that up without actually also pulling up the person's name, so I didn't want to put that on here for privacy reasons. But when you click on that clickable link, it's going to take you to a screen which looks something like this, except that it's also going to have information at the top with the generally person's photograph, name, date of birth, things of that nature. Again, I've cut that portion of this off for privacy reasons. But you can see here a variety of information is displayed on this page. One, the charge, which isn't going to mean much of anything to anybody. That's the statute number that someone's been arrested under. MCS there refers to the municipal city statutes. Charge text, that's the actual name of the charge. In this case, it's disturbing the peace. It's a fairly common one for municipal court. The arrest date, self-explanatory, that's the date they were arrested. The disposition, that is whether they're being held. In this case, this example, they are being held. That will change. If the person has been released, it will say sometimes paroled, meaning they've been paroled out by a judge. ROR, released on their recognizance. The arrest number is just simply the number that's assigned at their arrest. The disposition date means the date that the above disposition was entered. So in this case, this would be the date that the person was ordered held. If they were ordered released on some later date, that disposition date would change along with the disposition code there. Court type, that refers to municipal court. The M, if you see an S there, that refers to state court, or a T would be traffic court. The bond amount, again, self-explanatory. That's the amount of bond that the person would either need to post in cash or through a commercial bail bondsman. You'd need to call and let them know that that was the bond amount, and then you would pay some percentage of that to have them released. More on that later. Magistrate section, that would be the section of municipal court. The magistrate number, that would be the case number, if any. In this case, there is no case number entered in there yet. The next court date, obviously, again, self-explanatory, the next date that they would need to be in court. And then details, comments here, that would be where you might have some additional information entered about whether or not they had a release issued, by which judge it was issued, a variety of additional information that can also be displayed on this page. But that is, in a nutshell, how you can use the internet to find information out about someone who has been arrested and there's a good bit of information that's displayed on these pages that can be helpful both for your purposes and also to communicate to an attorney should you want to call an attorney about the case. You can also call the criminal sheriff's office at their direct phone number. It's a little bit difficult occasionally to get in touch with them, so I would suggest, if you're able to do it, to use the internet to do it. But the number is 827-6777, and that's area code 504. The number should appear on the screen. I'm also available. I can look all this information up for you. My contact information is on the bottom of the page now, both my cell phone number, my office number, as well as my email address and web address should be appearing at some point in the course of this podcast. Feel free to contact me. Good luck and have fun.